Well, thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Faith Woodard alongside Chief Meteorologist Tom Brannon. Yeah. Rolly's on vacation. Tom.
He is?
He's on vacation.
He didn't run that by us. Did
all
not
week.
tell us.
Yeah. So, Tom, beautiful sunset, but Rolly is missing. But yeah, look at how pretty that is out there.
It is. The skies broke up enough for some to have a nice sunset tonight. Otherwise, it's been kind of a cloudy, gloomy, and cool day.
A little chilly.
Been on the chilly side. Going to get cooler.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. This is the week. You've got the fall back by the end of the week. It's one of those things that we all look forward to. We get an hour of sleep back, right? We just have to get up to that point. Halloween is Friday. We've got rain chances coming into play as we head into your Tuesday and Wednesday. Some of that rain could be heavy at times for some, but that is your sunset shot right there. Let's move along. Current temperature 57 Jonesboro. It's 62 here in Little Rock. Texarkana at 70, 66 to Queen, and you can tell the places in southwest Arkansas that picked up a little bit of sunshine. Here's your 3-day forecast. We've got the weather impact advisory Wednesday. Tomorrow's a rainy day. Wednesday, a little more blustery out there. The wind is going to be up at about 25 to 30 with higher gusts, and that could impact those vehicles that are a little more prone to being caught by higher wind gusts, high-profile vehicles. Secure your decorations, take along your umbrellas and jackets, and be sure you stay tuned. We'll keep you up to date. We'll have more on the timing of that frontal boundary here in just a few minutes.
All right, Tom, thank you. Day 27 of the government shutdown tonight. Last Friday, the first full pay period to close during the shutdown. Nearly 500,000 federal workers are missing checks. The Senate is back in session, but there are no signs of a breakthrough. Democrats are continuing to hold out for extensions to health care subsidies, but Republicans refuse to budge. Lawmakers are considering focusing on smaller bills this week. Potential measures could pay air traffic controllers and military members without reopening the government. And tonight we're learning more about the shutdown and its impacts on our agriculture leaders here in the state. Some farmers are now at wit's end, unable to access credit or federal assistance. For some, that means facing the possibility of closing for good. THV 11's Maya Ellison spoke with one farmer who says he may lose it all if a solution doesn't come soon.
Richard Helms' day begins at 4:30 at Helms Dairy. Like clockwork, he and the dogs get the cows ready for the first milking of the day, a routine his family has kept for more than a century.
My grandpa settled here in 1902. We've been here ever since. Milked the cow here every day since then.
And they do it all, rain or shine, 7 days a week. But the family's legacy is now at risk.
The years have really got tough. Rising cost of everything, it just interest rates, parts, labor, just all snowballed.
The rising costs have left the farm millions in debt and on the brink of foreclosure.
This administration didn't cause it, and the last one didn't either. It's just been something that's been snowballing.
Helm says there are only a handful of dairy farms left in Arkansas, and losing his would mean losing more than land.
It's hard just even thinking about the next steps and how you're going to continue.
Well, the normal person can't comprehend how much money it takes to operate a farm. Just because you have a lot doesn't mean you have a lot to live on.
And on the farm, everything has a cost.
The cows, the row crop, it's just all takes lots of money. This is what we call the milk tank room. It's where the milk tank is. The milk is stored inside the stainless steel tank.
Out of their own pocket, costs for extra freight and equipment maintenance. They milked 16 cows using equipment installed back in 1992. If it breaks, repairs come at a price.
We lost all the dealers to work on, repair our milking equipment. So the closest one is a couple hundred miles away.
Despite the strain, Helms refuses to quit.
I get bombarded from lawyers, bankers, to you sell out and enjoy life. They say just think of all the places you could go if you would just quit. And that's just not in the vocabulary.
In Arkadelphia, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
Helms says they've applied for loans recently, and while he didn't want to share specific details, he emphasized that if farmers across the state face bankruptcy, it could signal the end of more family farms, not just here in Arkansas, but across the country. Now, if the shutdown continues come November 1st, more than 40 million Americans will not receive their SNAP benefits. The Trump administration said it would not tap into the $5 billion in contingency funds to keep the aid flowing, saying that money is reserved for things like helping people in disaster areas. Meanwhile, local food pantries are gearing up to help keep Arkansans fed during this uncertain time. The directors of Soul Food Cafe Mission in Conway say they're not really sure what to expect come November 1st, but they're prepared to serve.
You know, it really doesn't matter what political side you line up with. It's the milk of human kindness, and we all need to reach out right now and help people.
Arkansas DHS suggests everyone impacted to find a food pantry near you for the short term and continue to check for updates on the DHS website, humanservices.arkansas.gov. Checking in with some of our local lawmakers, Congressman French Hill voted to pass a measure in the House that would have ended the shutdown. In a statement, he blamed Democrats for continuing the shutdown, calling it, quote, shameful. He went on to say every day the shutdown continues, more hardworking Arkansans are hurt and it needs to end, end quote. Now, the shutdown also hurting some national parks. Staff at the parks are asking for them to close as the government shutdown drags on. The parks have signs up for visitors saying they remain as accessible as possible, but with reduced staffing and closed facilities, safety and vandalism concerns are already well documented. Despite being one of the most popular times of the year for parks, several are losing money. Estimates put it at nearly $1 million a day because during a shutdown, there's no one to collect the entrance fees.
You know, we're going to feel this for the national parks, not just this month, but for years to come because of this lost revenue as well.
Some of the safety and vandalism parks are seeing illegal base jumping at Yosemite National Park and waste left at parks with closed bathrooms. Back in Arkansas, the tourism department in Hot Springs wants you to know that they're still open for business and that only a couple places in the national park are closed. Most of Bathhouse Row is open since they're private businesses. Notably, the Fordyce Bathhouse Visitor Center is closed, but trails and campsites are still accessible for the most part. Tonight, Arkansas was ranked the most pro-life state in America for the 6th year in a row. That's according to annual statistics from Americans United for Life. Since the 1970s and 1973 Roe versus Wade ruling, Arkansas passed more than 65 laws considered pro-life. Many of them went into effect when the Supreme Court overhauled that decision in 2022. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders talked about the designation today and hopeful plans for the future.
The men and women here today marched, they lobbied, they advocated for the pro-life cause for decades. And in the coming years, we have to ensure that in Arkansas, pro-life means whole life, from conception to natural conclusion. That's why I've been proud to work with our legislature to create stronger protections for women and babies.
In response to the announcement, Arkansas Democrats said it was, quote, immoral to brag about our meaningless designation as most pro-life states when 1 in 4 Arkansas children go to bed hungry at night. A closer look at a partnership between UAMS and legendary Razorback Darren McFadden, the hospital launching a Barbershop Connect showcase, part of their Barbershop Talk program. The program is designed to help people who are struggling with alcoholism and unhealthy drinking habits. McFadden talked about his struggles with alcohol and his work to get sober at the Touchdown Club earlier this year. Today, he talked about being able to help people as a resource.
Just for me being able to come here and, I want to intervene in that barbershop setting as well and just let people know that, it's okay to talk about the not drinking. It's okay to not be cool. Everybody feel like you have to be cool to drink and all that. It's okay to not drink, man. It's okay to go get health checkups, man, to make sure your physical health and mental health is all right now.
The program is for any man 18 or over who currently drinks alcohol. Several barbershops will have surveys that you can take part in. Saving money this holiday season. After the break, the best time to look for flights and an early look at some potential Black Friday deals.
Quick update on Hurricane Melissa. Winds of 175 miles per hour. Category 5 hurricane moving northwest at 3. Wind gusts 215 miles per hour. This is a very strong hurricane. Meteorologist Nathan Scott's going to have more on Melissa at 6:30. But coming up next, I'll have your forecast, and wind and rain are something we're going to deal with for a couple of days.